April is both National Stress Awareness and National Hope Month. Studies have shown that hope can be used to help manage stress.
And relationship expert Love McPherson joins us now with some helpful and hopeful tips.
Hopeful tips.
You know, I always think it's all about a mindset. So I guess if you're in a hopeful state of mind, I guess that can actually help to position where you feel about things.
It absolutely is. You have it down pat because it's the state of mind. It really is. It's the belief that I can get from to there, point B, from here, point A.
Okay.
And people who have hopeful minds, they actually feel like, okay, I know that obstacles will happen, but I also believe that I have the tenacity, I have the ability, I have the resources to get there, and there are many paths. That's very key. Many paths to get there.
I was thinking, okay, like we're talking about work stress. Let's talk
Yes.
about that, because that is stuff that's put in front of you. That's a job. It's not your family. It's a little bit different to manage, and you've got to do it a certain way. So I manage the stress level is a little bit different.
It's actually one of the highest levels of stress that people are reporting. As a matter of fact, in the U.S. workers, a study showed that 40% of them say that they are currently experiencing work stress, and then like a quarter of them said that they're actually feeling emotional and physical symptoms related to work stress. So work stress is a high level of stress.
Okay, so when it comes to like dating, that could be also a very stressful thing because you're now putting yourself out there. You're kind of opening yourself up to another person, but you're not quite sure if, you know, if this is the one, you know? So how do you deal with that kind of stress?
You know, Tanya, what has happened is since COVID, dating stress is even higher.
Really?
Yes, there's a thing called FODA, FODA, and that is fear of dating again. Because the dating pool and the way that we dated was like isolated. There's some social anxiety related to it. People don't know how to go back in after the, pandemic. So literally you have to reteach people how to date again, and we've been so disconnected. We haven't been able to touch. We haven't been able to do anything. So it's just 2 years of that. We've conditioned our bodies of fear of getting too close to people.
I also would imagine people also realize how important it might feel to have someone in your life, because when you had to isolate solo, that made it so much worse.
And that created such high levels of stress because our brains actually calculate the intensity of stress according to the resources we believe we have. Social resources tops it all. If you believe that you have social resources to get you through those difficult situations, you actually reduce the stress in your brain. So having people versus being isolated, those people experience way more stress.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go with family and marriage. I kind of like think that that's a tough one because the other ones you can quit a job, you can stop dating. Can't get rid of your family, you know what I'm saying?
No, you just want to bop them on the head.
That's exactly one of those little.
And that is, in most couples, like 70% of couples say that they have fought and they had conflict just because they were under stress. And so you have to teach people how to manage those type of stresses when it comes to family and the kids, of course. The kids, you know, I tell people, when your children are small and babies, enjoy that time. You will need those memories when they become teenagers, okay?
Well, and also you need to remember also to not take the things out on your partner that the kids might be doing to you, or if your partner's causing you stress, not to take it out on the kids. That's tough.
Yes, absolutely. So you will actually take and compartmentalize it over here instead of dealing. And a lot of times that happens on the job because when it comes to the job, you have to have a certain level of emotional discipline, and then we release it on the people who we feel are safest.
Yes.
And then that might be your children, and that might they'll forgive me quicker, more quickly than my job will.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, now this has got to be the #1 source of stress: money. I mean, we're inflation. We got these high gas prices.
Yes.
I mean, you go to the grocery store, it's stuff like, where am I going to find the money for all of this stuff?
That is a huge, financial stress is a huge form of stress. And the way to get out of it, and you know, just the debt that you were, because remember, the pandemic closed a lot of jobs and businesses and things like that. And so what has to happen is you have to make sure that you create a plan, and you have to believe that if you stick to the goals, learn how to manage your money, do what it takes, whatever it takes, and do the work, you can get over from here to there. And you know, even with the dating and the couples and stuff, I had to launch programs after the pandemic because I had to show, like the dating gym that I have, it actually teaches couples like how to, and singles, how to get back out there, what to expect, how to date again. I had to teach couples how to have skills for when you want to bop your spouse on the head. Okay, I've been married 38 years, so and I've wanted to bop, I haven't. Okay, and so you have to have those skills, and so that's why I had to do that in order to reduce stress. So I'm kind of the hope dealer.
Hope dealer.
I
I
like
like that.
that.
Fantastic.
That's some good
love it.
currency there.
Thank you, love,
All
so
right,
much. Such
love,
good information.
thank you.
And always reach out for help if you can't find your way out on your own. Thanks so much. LoveMcPherson.com is where you can find her as
Yes.
well.